Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. This time, some knives sent to me by Crane's Cutlery. I will invite you guys to check out the link for Crane's Cutlery down in the description where you can find all of these variations. I have shopped for a long time on Crane's Cutlery, and a lot of you guys ask me, where do you get those crazy, those crazy dealer-exclusive knives that are made by Riyadh? A lot of that stuff has actually come from Crane's Cutlery. So definitely check them out. There's stuff there that you will not see anywhere else. And there's also a lot of stuff that you'll be familiar with. This is a knife that I have seen all over social media lately and all over other retailers. But specifically, it is a collaboration between Jans, who did the EMW, or East Meets West. You guys probably have seen that double Damasteel bladed knife that I have shown a while back on the channel. And also GTC. I'm a huge fan of GTC knives. I love their unique look. So this is a cool collaboration. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Thanks to Crane's Cutlery for loaning these to me for review. They will go back when I'm done. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for my channel. Let's go ahead and open this one first. So what we have here is, I think this is called, it says model GTC, but I think, and I will edit this over the screen if I'm wrong, I think it's called the Cabo. C-A-B-O-T, I believe, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Oh boy. So this first one here says crystal tie and satin, belt satin, and then we have a carbon fiber inlay. So right off the bat, I know it's got that, this is one of my favorite flipper tab innovations that has ever existed. And GTC's collaboration with We Knives, these are made by Riyadh, by the way. GTC's collaboration with We Knives on the solid is the reason I own two of those, but specifically because of this spring-loaded flipper tab here. Let's go ahead and get the blade out. Very cool. This is so GTC, but also obviously somebody else. So somebody else is involved with, that somebody else is, of course, Jans, but it has that distinct GTC look, which not everybody loves, but I do. I love GTC. Something else that I have to point out here that I am already infinitely impressed with. Let's just confirm it before I celebrate. Yep, titanium nested liner lock with steel lock bar insert. Why is that important? Because usually these companies, I don't want to say they're lazy, but they kind of cheap out and go with steel for the entire lock bar, which is fine. You just want that steel on steel contact, but it's infinitely cooler when they go ahead and do titanium and then add the lock bar insert. So this is fantastic. This flips like a dream. If you have never experienced this sort of, I think they call it the kickstop flipper. It literally, whatever your favorite flipping action is, this makes it infinitely better. That is so cool. So very wild compound grind, as we are used to seeing from GTC. GTC typically does kind of the sheep's foot style blades at the end. This one obviously has, or it comes to a tip. So we have a thicker grind initially and a thinner grind out at the tip. A lot of people would say, functionally, what is the advantage of that? Why would they do that? It seems like it would just slow you down. There may be some purpose to having the thinner edge out at the tip and the thicker edge as the initial grind. Don't know. I think GTC primarily does it because it looks cool, and this is what, people shopping in this territory, they're kind of after these elements. Crystal titanium, I think looks awesome. Love the carbon fiber, and then that crystal titanium does extend on into the liners and the pocket clip. Look at that backspacer. How cool. How unique. Oh man, that is awesome. Okay, we got to see the other variations of this. So this next one here is, it says grab back, acid etch. Oh, and we have, maybe we should save that. That one says Zircuti. Maybe we should do that one last. So this one says dark matter. Okay. A lot of the Zircuti stuff, a lot of the crazy Zircuti stuff that I get comes from, look at that. What the heck is this? What the heck material is this? Did I just skip over that? Inlay dark matter copper, but what's this? Titanium? What? Oh boy, it's like a matte mocha tie? Zircuti pocket clip. I'm not sure that I love the contrast between these two materials, but Riyadh does a good job with the materials individually. Now, the copper carbon fiber here. It might be for you, it might not. This sort of looks like swamp to me. That's the nicest way that I can put that. But some people might enjoy that. Still though, amazing flipper action. So to point out here, the pivot action on these is phenomenal. And I wanted to wait and see on the second one if it felt like the first one. The pivot action is ridiculously smooth. Ooh, look at the jimping. Didn't even catch that. That is cool. Little diamond texture there for the jimping. Okay, so we got these two. And then this is tie and black DLC inlay carbon fiber. Riat does a great satin and semi-mirror DLC. Oh boy. So this isn't right at all. I'm not sure that these boxes are labeled accurately. Oh no, it is. It is. The titanium frame is DLC. Okay, so we have a satin finished blade. We have blue crystal titanium in this guy. Carbon fiber for the inlay. I'm not sure that I would call that an inlay. I would call that a scale. Still though, that's fine. Let's take a look at that pivot. Is this I would call this proprietary, but it's clearly just a typical flathead screw that is sort of disguised as something proprietary, which is kind of neat. Okay, very cool. And by the way, I don't think these are anywhere near the total number of variations of these. I think there's a whole bunch of them. And then, oh boy, oh God, okay, hold on. This is Riat doing their usual thing. If you like, where's my glove? There it is. If you like Zircuti, let me tell you, some other companies have done some really, really phenomenal, like in the years that I have said that Riat does the best Mokutai and Zircuti, there have been many companies who have done some super impressive stuff. It used to be that Riat was, when they were, they don't make the Zircuti. Whoever makes Zircuti, I think Chad Nichols does Zircuti. I might be wrong about that. His patterns are amazing, but Riat's ability to machine and finish it is, the combination of those two things is what has caused me in the past to say this is peak. God, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, let's get this out. He told me I might want one of these for my collection, and I am very tempted. To the owner of Crane's Cutlery, I need to know how much this costs. Oh man, that is right up my alley. Look at that Damasteel. Now, I'm going to guess that this bad boy costs over $1,000. And yeah, there's a lot of Zircuti on there. Beautiful in the backspacer. Of course, the pocket clip matches. Absolutely stunning. These will not be for everybody, but they will definitely be for some people. That is so vibrant. Oh my gosh. Now, in the past, a lot of this Riat OEM'd collaboration stuff with the Damasteel and Zircuti combination has been exclusive to Crane's Cutlery. I don't know if they have their own exclusive version of this, and I don't know if this is, that. I feel like it may not be exclusive to Crane's Cutlery, but it might be. I'm not sure. This is just an unboxing and first impressions. Love the high polish there with the etch. That just looks spectacular. What a cool collab. Definitely cool. So let's, just real quick, they're all going to weigh a little bit different, right? Let's go ahead and measure this guy. So the overall length is coming in at 7 inches, and your blade length is coming in at 3, cutting edge about 2.85. So the weight on these guys, and what's always handy for weight is when you have your scale, which... it's not even a funny joke anymore. The scale in this room, its ability, I just stepped on a box, its ability to escape is amazing. I don't know. The specs for this knife will be listed in the link down in the description, so you guys will be able to check out the weight. Just know that the Zircuti variation is going to be the heaviest because the fact, it's full titanium, and then it includes zirconium, which is going to be heavy. There it is, hidden behind my the vent for my laptop. Okay, so this one's going to be the heaviest. Trying to get it right there on that sticker. 5.5 ounces. Let's weigh one of the crystal tie and carbon fiber variations. It's going to be 4.1 ounces, 4.2 ounces, almost an ounce and a half difference. The black one is about the same as the blue one. Let's weigh this one. This one weighs a little bit more, perhaps the bolster material, something like that. So there you go. Those are your weight variations. Okay, very cool stuff from Jans and GTC. I think it's neat. Let me know what you guys think down in the description. That's going to be it for me today. I'm not even going to take the time to look for that card. Who knows where it went? Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.